Woo-hoo, that's so good. What's up YouTube? What's up Hammerheads? Vanhammer HP, Craig coming at you. Guess what? Last performance mod in our little test budget build happening right now. Right now. We are at the muffler shop. Alright? So, cat deletes happening right now. Hear all that noise? That's Racy Lacey getting worked on. So, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about the sound, how loud it's going to be. But I think she's ready. I think I'm ready. Let's do it. Alright, baby. Well, we went ahead and pulled the trigger. Got this cat delete done. And I'll tell you what, in normal exhaust mode. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, it's loud. It's not too loud though, it actually sounds pretty good. Track mode though, we're gonna see, or maybe not track mode, maybe just sport mode. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with it. But, whew, sounds good, I'm excited. Oh yeah. So it's idle really doesn't sound that bad at all. But when you get on it, let me tell you something. You're gonna know that this car is coming. For real. Oh my goodness. It sounds so good though. I love it. It's got the little crackles and pops in it. Working perfect with this E85 tune, which we haven't even done a video and review on it yet. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I'm just so excited about doing these upgrades, man. That's just me. Once I start, I can't stop until I get what I want done. He may need to make. There's no engine light or anything for the cat delete, so they must have already tuned out the cat O2 sensors on it. So, but we're gonna have a little more breathability and stuff here, probably a little more airflow. They may need to make some adjustments. So, we actually had just got our final E85 tune back yesterday, and so I want to keep that because eventually, if we ever do trade the car back in, they said that we could just bring it up there. It'll cost me again because they did kind of I guess not permanent cat delete, but it's pretty permanent. Anyway, but I can bring them back up there and they'll put them back in if we ever go to trade the car back in or anything like that. And so that's what we'll do. So we'll keep that E85 tune for that, and then we'll see if Trevor needs to make any adjustments with the cat delete and get that E85 tune back from him. He's probably like, what is this guy doing? He's emailing me every day for tune revisions. And anyway, we're almost done. So for our budget build anyway. So man, this thing sounds like a monster when you get on do have the active exhaust, and so we can quiet it a little bit. I'm sure it's still going to have a pretty good exhaust note, even if we went to the normal or quiet. But we'll make it a little more manageable. All right, we're going to pull it in here. Let's get this juice. Ooh, boy. I still like, I'm all jittery and stuff. This is not, it's not even the same car anymore, like, but in a good way. Now the CAD delete may be too much for the just average driver and stuff like that, but man, I'm loving it right now already. We're gonna have to hook up the GoPro to the outside to get these exhaust notes and all that good stuff. But I like, the thing I like is once you get to the speed that you want to go, boom, quiet. So this isn't going to be something that changes you taking the car out on a long trip or whatever. All the sound and all the exhaust note is all on throttle, and really inside the cab. You know, when I'm driving around in the sport mode right now, I'm sure, I mean, if you're in the normal or even quiet, I mean, it's going to be good. You're not going to get, now in the sport or track mode, you may get a little annoyed with the downshifts after a while, but, you know, you can pop it in normal, put it in sport or track exhaust. That's the good thing about having the active exhaust. If you get tired of that, then put it back in normal or quiet. Do your thing. That's one of the benefits of having that active exhaust. But I think for a while we're gonna be rolling like this. Oh, it sounds so good. Even just sitting at the light on idle. Some open road. That's what we need. Mrs. Vanhammer's gonna get this and be like, WTF? God. She's gonna get in, hit that gas, and be like, what? Them downshifts, boy. They will let everybody around you know you mean business. Alright, what's up YouTube? What's up Hammerheads? Again, CAD delete's done. Anyway, got some sound clips and stuff. Whew, buddy. Whole new couple levels. But anyway, I got it jacked up real quick, got it on jack stands. Let's jump under there real quick and kind of see what they did, and I'll explain why we did what we did instead of going another route. But, oh boy, it's warm. So, let's see here. Anyway, we know what we had under here before. I'll kind of flash back to where we had, where we put the H-pipe on. Finished product. Okay, so we're looking at it here. So the cat actually bolts in on the passenger side there. And then here is just where the header pipe comes down. You can see that looks like the end of the header there. on the driver's side. So if I can step back just a little, you'll see basically with all they did was straight cut the cat out and weld in a pipe, just straight pipe in its place. Same thing on this side. Welded it in there where it meets the factory piece. Cut the cat right here. That flange is actually the flange that goes on the factory cat. Alright, so some of you may be thinking already, why did you do that instead of getting maybe the Mac Cat Delete, which allows you only have to weld basically that flange on, and you can change them out, and this being a more permanent setup. Well, basically, ooh, you can hear somebody getting it there in the background. Basically, I talked with the muffler guy here, and I trust him. He's got years and years of experience, does great work. One, we were able to do this for $75 a piece for each side, so the job only ran me $150 as opposed to $360 for a Mac Cat Delete. And then you can see the H pipe back there too, but I also tack that in to make sure it doesn't come loose on me or anything like that. But anyway, back to this. He basically told me do it this way, save some money, and if I ever traded in the car or want to go back, I mean, it would cost me again to have them redone, but still, even at that point, it's $300. Then to get the cats put, he would put them back in here if I ever wanted them back in here, or if I trade in the car or anything and wanted to go back to factory. So that's what he did. Anyway, looks like a pretty clean job to me, honestly. And then also, if you see back here, we just we still have the O2 sensors hanging down here. They're zip tied right now. I got to check on that. He told me if I wanted to, I could come back and they could put some bungs in the pipe and we could put those back in there, but with them out, those are just the O2 sensors for the cats, and if we don't have any cats, there's not really any reason for them. But I wanted to check with Palm Beach Dyno to see if there was anything we needed to do, so we just left them up there and left them zip tied in until I find out for sure. You know, right after this happened, we got in the car, started up, there's no check engine lights or anything like that, so it makes me... Anyway, so that's what she looks like underneath. Clean job. Like I said, I trust the guy that did the work. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to exhaust and everything. Wouldn't trust anybody else, probably other than him when it came to exhaust work. So that's the route we did. That's how we did Cat Delete. That also, it saves me a little money on my top end. Remember, this is my budget build experiment. Okay, we were looking for about around $1,500. If I go this route, it's $150. Still gonna last, do everything I need it to do. Then again, if you live somewhere with maybe a little stricter you know, exhaust or emissions regulations and stuff like that, you may still want to go the Mac Cat Delete, because the Mac Cat Delete, you can actually take on and off your cats as needed for certain things. The thing about that is a lot of the things that I read, and no, I'm not trying to diss Mac Cat Deletes or anything. I was actually going to go with them until I talked with this guy. But a lot of people were complaining of exhaust fumes or thought they were having exhaust leaks or something like that. And so that was one thing that I didn't want to have to deal with. This route with them welded in, it's one less thing I have to worry about. But we'll bring you more on it. So now with with this done, really all the performance engine or power-based performance mods are really done for Racy Lacy. And so we have a couple suspension mods. That's one thing, having that extra money, I can do maybe just a couple other little things suspension wise, so we can hook up a little better, maybe stop some wheel hop, and see what that does for us. And but with this done, I'm really looking to, I'm starting to look around and do some research on some local dyno places here in town, see which one I can go with, see which one I can get in, see which one has the best rep and stuff, so that we can get our dyno numbers, get our HP numbers down, because that's one of the two tests that we really want to take in comparing the budget build to some of the higher dollar builds. So anyway, we'll get all to that. So you got to stay tuned. You got to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you can get those notifications when those videos come out. And like always, drop the hammer. Peace out.
Do it.